Okay, so let's get centered. We always do, just taking this time for yourself, lining up with your breath, feeling the pulsation of your breath, feeling where you're rooted to the earth, and expanding upward, your head floating up over your spine. And draw your hands in front of your heart. We'll begin with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Bow your head to your heart. Lift your eyes, and we can begin. Nice big shoulder rolls, keeping the head floating up over the spine. Inhale up, exhale the shoulders down the back. And then one more time, up, down the back, root through your sitting bones and your feet, get really tall, and then exhale, head to one side, inhale back. Think about moving from the back of your head, not from your chin. Inhaling back to center, exhaling to the side. Inhale back to center. Let's do a nice side stretch. So take your right arm down, your left arm up, root down, and then stretch to the side. Breathe into your ribs, rooting down so you could stretch open. Inhale back up, other side. Root down, reach up, both sides long. Exhale. Expand front and back, up and down with your breath. Inhale back up. And then let's warm up the legs. So point your right foot, extend your right leg. Turn it to the pinky toe side. Inhale out, roll it over to the big toe side. Exhale in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And back to center. Sit up tall, extend the left leg, point the foot, roll it out to the baby toe side. Inhale out, exhale, roll it over, bring it back in. Moving with the breath. Warming up the hip muscles, the hip joint. And back in. And then let's stand up. So, in Utkatasana, mountain pose, lining up your hips, your knees, bottom of the second toe, rooting down through the four corners of the feet, the big toe mound, outer heel, baby toe mound, inner heel, stretching up with your heart. Then take your hands to your shoulders, elbows out. Inhale, stretch open. Exhale, elbows toward each other. Inhale and exhale. Rooting down and stretching open. Moving with the breath. And last one, let's hold it open. Root through your feet, lift up through your arches, lift up through your heart. Maybe even arch open. And exhale back up. Okay. And let's warm up the whole body just a little bit. So we're gonna exhale down, inhale up, exhale, inhale, possibly on your toes or not. Moving with the breath and back down. And then let's do a chair pose, Utkatasana. So you're this one, your feet are parallel, and you get the weight in your heels. Let's just take her. You can take your hands to your waist if you want, because you really want to open up your collarbones, your heart, and then exhale down, sticking the butt way out for that chair that's not there. Inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then let's hold it for a few breaths. Weight in the heels. Trying to keep the heart open. You want to challenge, you can experiment with different arm positions. This is nice, the ski jumper. And inhale back up. Okay. So let's do knee to nose pose. So if you're on the, if you like to use the mat, you can get down on your hands and knees. If you're, or else you can stand and do it at the chair. So either way, inhale the right foot out, exhale your knee towards your nose, and inhale back, exhale in. Inhale, trying to keep the hips even. And the last one, hold the toes on the mat, turn the toes under, and then you can balance and reach up with your opposite arm, with your left arm. Breathe up and down the middle. For more of a challenge, you can lift the toes up and breathe up and down the midline. Keeping the hips square and coming back down if your breath gets ragged or your head gets hot. And release back down. And then we'll just do the other side. So we're going to inhale the left leg back, exhale knee to nose. Inhale, exhale, inhale. And hold the toes on the floor, stretch open, draw into the midline and extend out, opposite arm, opposite foot. If you have your balance, you can experiment with lifting the toes and stretch open. And hug to the midline, these opposite actions are contracting and expanding. And come back to standing. Okay. And let's just take a moment, feel ourselves in this moment, in space. So if you'd like, you can close your eyes, draw your hands in front of your heart, feel your feet, feel your breath, feel yourself in this moment, in this space. And release. Okay, so let's do sun salutations. I'll start standing. I'm going to do it with a chair today. So I'm going to root down and inhale up, Exhale, swan dive over. And, oh, I'm sorry, inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And now we'll do the swan dive. So we'll inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, stretch open. Press back into downward facing dog. Long spine. Take a breath here. And inhale forward. Stretch open. Don't let your hips sag. Exhale back. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's bring the right foot forward into lunge. Curl the back toes under. Left leg is strong. You can stay here and stretch open, or bring your hands to your thigh and stretch open, or all the way up and down. Let's stretch back into downward facing dog. Bring the left foot forward. Right toes are turned under. Right thigh is strong. You're stretching your heart open, looking forward. Stay here. Inhale up to the front thigh, to the waist, or up above. Take a breath. Exhale down and step forward. We're going to inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. All centering on the sun, the warmth in your heart. Sun salutations. Back to your heart. Next one we'll go over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Step back into downward facing dog. And this time let's hold it for a couple of breaths. Really stretch through your bottom. See if you can get your ears in between your arms. Neck is long. And then inhale forward to plank. See if it feels good. See if you can hold it. You can always do plank on your knees if you're on the ground. Keeping everything nice and long and straight. And back to downward facing dog. And then let's bring the right foot forward and the left foot back for warrior two. So your hips face the side of the mat. We're gonna inhale, straighten the leg, exhale, let the knee track right over that second, bottom of the second toe. Exhale. And then let's hold it. Root through the four corners of both feet. Stretch your arms open. Look out over the front fingers and breathe. And you'll be just the judge of how long this is good to hold. As long as you can have nice full breaths. It's very strengthening. And then you can take your left hand down your left leg and inhale the right arm up for reverse warrior. And then exhale, elbow to knee, stretch your heart open to the sky. And bring your arm up or over your ear, rooting through all the feet and stretching into extended side angle pose. And inhale back up. Bring your toes forward. Take your left toes out, right toes a little less than a right angle. You're going to exhale the knee down, inhale up, exhale. Inhale. Exhale down and inhale the shoulders out. So you don't want your knee going over your ankle, so you may need to take a wider stance or less of a knee bend. And breathe. Look out over your front fingers. Feel especially your back foot rooting down, the back edge of your back foot. Feel your breath. And then you can take your right arm down your right leg and stretch into reverse warrior. And then take your elbow to the front knee. Stretch your heart open. Inhale the arm up or over. Long line of energy from your back foot up through your fingers. Inhale back up. Bring the toes in. And let's step back up to the front of the mat. Inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive over. Step your left foot back. Come into triangle pose. The right toes are forward, the back toes are in at an angle. You can inhale the arms out. Actually, I like to take the left hand to the left hip and then stretch both sides long. You can look up to the sky or down at your toes. And if you're stable, you bring the right arm up and stretch in all directions. Your feet are rooting into the earth, and that gives you the energy to expand open and breathe. Root down through your feet. Inhale back up. Parallel the feet. Point your left toes to the front or to the end of the mat. Right toes in and at an angle. Really tall. Let's inhale up to get really tall. Exhale out. Take your right hand to your hip. Stretch. Pull the right hip back. Stretch both sides long. Turn your heart up. Inhale. The right arm up if it feels good. Root down and stretch open and either look at your toes or up at your fingers with your jaw relaxed, your neck relaxed. Nice full breaths. Inhale back up, parallel the feet, and let's come back to the front of your mat for tree pose. So let's first get grounded, feel your feet, feel your breath, find a soft focal point, soft eyes, root through your left leg, draw your right foot to the ankle, the shin, or the thigh. Feel your breath, sending roots down, hugging to the midline, spreading your branches possibly. And back down, bring the knee forward. And let go of that side. Let's just line up again, nice and tall. Feel both feet rooting down, your heart rising up. And shift all the weight into your right foot. Take the left foot to your ankle, your shin, or your thigh. Each side is different. Each day is different. Hug to the midline. Feel your breath. And when you're ready, you come back down to center. Let's just take a breath. And close your eyes and take your hands to center. Just feel what you're feeling. Tuning into your senses, not your mind. And release. Okay, let's do Warrior One. So you face the front of your mat and the right foot is forward, the left foot. Now your hips are square to the front. So your feet are on parallel tracks and the right toes turn in at about a 45-degree angle. So we're gonna bend the knee and inhale up, exhale, straighten, inhale, exhale. You can always do goalpost arms if that feels better. And then inhale up, press through the back foot, open up through your heart. You might experiment with just taking your hands behind your head, supporting your head, letting your head extend into your hands, stretching out through your elbows. You can draw the elbows up and then bring the arms up. And step forward. Take a breath. Do the other side. So take the right foot back in at an angle. Left knee forward. So we're going to inhale up, exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend the knee, stretch open. Exhale down. Inhale, exhale. And this time we're going to hold it. Inhale up. I like to you can take your hands behind your head. Little head rest, kind of gentle traction, very gentle. Stretch open your elbows. Stretch the elbows up. Extend your arms up. Root through the back foot and stretch up through your heart. And step forward. Okay. And now we can build on that for Warrior 3. So the right foot's forward, the left foot back, hips square. Let's just inhale up, exhale down. This time we're going to inhale, bend the knee and push forward. Hold on to the chair or the wall. Try to keep the hips even. Balance on that one leg. You can experiment with your balance. And breathe. Hug to the midline. Try not to grip with your toes. And come back. And take a breath. Shake that side off. And we'll do the other side. So left foot forward, right foot back and at an angle. Hips square. It's gonna inhale, exhale, and inhale and spring forward onto your left leg. Extend the right leg back. You can always just rest the toes on the floor. And stretch. Root into the left foot and leg. Stretch your heart open. Experiment with your balance. And come back. There. Okay. Let's do one standing cobra. So line up in Utkatasana. Feel your four corners of the feet rooting down, your arches reaching up, your heart reaching up. Take your elbows back so you can stretch your collarbone wide. And even start extending through your neck. Don't jack your neck back. And here, if it feels good, you might try that again, kind of supporting your head with your hands, drawing your elbows out so you can really expand. Draw the elbows up and then stretch open and come back. Okay. So you can continue doing that standing, or you can get on the floor for Salabasana, Locust pose. So on the floor, get onto your belly, forehead on the mat, nose kind of mashing into the mat. And then we're gonna get really long, spread your toes into the mat. Inhale the shoulders up and back. Inhale, head and shoulders up, arms up, possibly legs up, and breathe. And this fundamental back bend. And when you're ready, release. And make a pillow for your head. Take your hips side to side. And then you can do that again, or experiment with moving the arms. So set up with both arms down. Feel your breath. Draw the shoulders up and back. Inhale the heart up. You can inhale both legs up or inhale one leg up and one arm forward. For half locust, artist Salabasana. Breathe. And release. Make a pillow for your head. If you're standing, you can experiment with taking one or both arms up. I'm going to do the other side. Inhale the shoulders up and back. Inhale the heart up. Inhale, other arm forward, opposite leg back. And breathe. Know if there's any back pain, back off. Try to use your abs to support your back. And release. Make a pillow for your head. If you're standing, you can go back into downward facing dog to stretch your back. If you're on your belly, you can stretch back into child's pose. Breathe into your back. And then you can make your way to your back if you're on the floor. So lie on your side. Roll over to your back. Or if we're going to do our hip stretches. So also do it in a chair. If you're on your back, your knees are bent. Feet and knees are parallel. Take a breath, get nice and long. Then we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Spread and draw back the toes on your right foot. Stretch. If you want more of a stretch and it's not forcing anything, if you're on the ground, you can take your fingers behind your left thigh, draw it towards you while your opposite knee goes away from you. Or we can just take the foot and knee, explore the hip joint, find a place to hold it for a few breaths. So you want no pain in the joints. And release. Let's draw that right knee into the chest and release it down. Let's draw it in again. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open. Exhale. And down. Let's take the left knee. Let's just take that knee. Exhale, draw it towards your belly. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. And now we'll cross your left ankle over your right knee. Bring the toes back and apart. Stretch long, torso's long. If you're on the floor, you might reach underneath your right thigh and draw it towards you while your knee, the knee that's on top, extends away from you. Or we can just take the knee and the heel. Explore the hip joint. You want to maintain that natural curve in your low back while you do this. You don't want to round your back. Find a place to hold it. Stretch open. Any tight spots, just think about breathing into them. And release. And we can prepare for Savasana, our final resting pose. So find your little nest for Savasana. It's completely comfortable. Perhaps a little something under your neck. We have a nice natural curve in your neck. Maybe something under your knees. A blanket if you're cold. And roll onto your side. Well, you're probably already on your back, and just get really comfortable. Take a deep breath. Exhale out of your mouth. One more sigh. And then just settle into your natural breath. You can scan your body. Try to release any holding. Make sure your jaw is free, your teeth are parted. Settling into your natural breath. We're going to do a Prana Nedra, where we imagine drawing that life force, the breath and life force through the body, nourishing and opening the body with your breath. So imagine you're breathing into the bottom of your right foot, up your right leg, across the pelvis, exhaling down the left leg and out the left foot. Inhaling up the right, across the pelvis. Exhaling down the leg and out the left foot. Inhaling right, circling down, exhaling out of the left. 2 more. Let go of that. Now we'll imagine breathing in through the sole of your left foot, up your left leg, across the pelvis, and out the right foot. Circling back, inhaling up the left, across the pelvis, down the right leg, and out through the right foot. Back up the left, down the right. Circle through 2 more times. Letting go of that. Imagine breathing in through your right hand, up through the shoulder, across through your heart, down the left shoulder, out the left hand. Inhaling up the right, cross, down the left. Drawing in energy, openness. Inhaling up the right, across the heart, down through the left hand. 2 more. Now we reverse direction. Inhale up the left hand, left shoulder across, down the right. Inhaling up the left, through the heart, shoulders down through the right hand. Inhaling left, exhaling right. 2 more. Letting that go. Just notice your spine. Notice the tailbone, top of your head. And now imagine drawing breath in through the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. And exhaling up your spine and out the top of your head. Inhaling down. Exhaling all the way up your spine and out the top. Down, up and out. 2 more. Now just return to your natural breath. Feel your breath, gentle pulsation. Perhaps feel the energy you've created with your breath. You may feel a softening and opening. healing. Feel your breath. Notice what's happening in your body. Let the practice of yoga sink in without thought. And gently start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch. If you're on the ground, you can make your way to your side and take a couple of breaths here. Use the strength of your arms to push back up to a seated position. And we'll end the way we began. Sitting, grounded sitting bones, spine rising. Feel your breath. Feel the energy you've created. Just feel your own energy, your own breath, this moment. Feel your practice of yoga. Draw your hands in front of your heart. We'll end with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And thank you for sharing this practice.